gosh. Making a clean break, ay caramba, and that took a serious turn. Buckle up because today we are breaking down and reacting to all of the aggressive medical scenes and shocking injuries from the boys. Let's dive right in. Whoa, cool.
Okay. Get to the prostate.
So he shrunk down to then get to his prostate. Your prostate is a gland that sits just below the bladder, around the urethra. It produces the fluid that basically nourishes your sperm when it gets ejaculated out. Oh, oh my gosh. I did not expect that to happen at all. Holy cow. We literally have like the tissue of the lower part of the abdomen still kind of wiggling and moving. What we don't get to typically see is like all the fecal matter. It's not really good for TV, but it's actually quite realistic if it was there. But most of this is just blood and intestines. Wow. So people come to the emergency department, significant amount of abdominal pain, and they always worry about their intestines bursting open. It could happen, but typically due to a perforation, the body is actually quite impressive that it can actually take a lot of stretch because all the organs, everything we have is basically like muscle.
Hi. Can you please break my arm? Vicky will smell it if I fake being sick, so it's gotta be real and it's gotta last for days.
Whoa. When they document really bad fractures for like people in the news, they always say compound. In the medical field, we never use the word compound. We use comminuted to describe if a bone is in multiple pieces.
Right here. Clean break, no permanent damage.
Clean break, no permanent damage. So trying to go like proximal forearm, you have your radius and your ulna. Those are the two bones of your forearm. What are we doing, like an Indian bird? Don't rotate. Snap. You kind of need a fulcrum unless you're superhumanly strong, which I know they are.
1, 2.
Wow. The likelihood that the bone didn't actually rupture through the skin is pretty low, actually. Because of this type of fracture, the bones snap and they're super, super sharp, and it would actually most likely rip through the skin with that much amount of angulation. Oh, ow. Could actually fracture the maxilla here or your infraorbital wall. If you have a fracture and you sneeze, the air that you would normally sneeze out actually then escapes into the skin and it actually just swells up really fast. Not good, not good. Oh geez. Oh my gosh. All these characters are soups. They have a lot of power. But as mere mortals, how can we get an advantage? Check out my product, Level Up, for energy and focus. The noises that whoever created this decided to make an exploded head just be like juicy.
Juicy.
These type of injuries typically don't come to the emergency department. Where would we normally see these? Gunshot wounds, and these are also like bad car accidents where there's like decapitation, bad injuries, that sort of stuff. Oh geez. Punches epigastric area through the sternum on the left side. Everybody tells me in the comments that the heart is in the middle of the chest. It's actually in the middle left part of the chest. Blunt trauma to the chest can cause significant amount of injuries where it stuns the heart, it bruises the heart. If you actually have bruising to the heart or bruising to the lung, not good. It's not like the bruises that we see on our tissues.
It's all over now. There you go.
They did a good job of depicting this. Even though your heart stops, you will have a few seconds where there's consciousness, somebody will pass out, and then there shortly after, if nothing is done to fix it, you will succumb to the injury as you don't continue to have circulation.
God damn it.
If you have trauma to the chest cavity itself, increase the risk of fracturing a rib. A rib could then actually puncture your lung, causing a pneumothorax or a hemothorax or a combination of the two. Oh, somebody pulling her through a brick wall. I mean, if anybody gets thrown through a brick wall, that is a human.
I'm a human!
It's going to cause a significant amount of destruction to your body, break some bones, open up some wounds. Oh, jeez. Strangulation. Oh, actually, pretty good depiction. When somebody gets strangled, two different mechanisms are occurring. Blood vessels on either side. You got your carotid artery going up. You got your jugular vein coming back. And then you also have your airway. If you continue to hold after somebody passes out, that's when you have the increased risk of killing them. Oh, nice. See? Passed out for a second, but then was able to regain consciousness because able to get oxygen back in the body.
Almond Joy? He has a tree nut allergy.
Come on!
Come on!
How many of you out there are allergic to tree nuts? Let me know in the comments. That would be pretty darn fast to have an anaphylactic reaction. If you have a history of anaphylaxis, then you need to carry an EpiPen on you. Looks like there was an EpiPen there. Appropriate. Wow.
Homelander, wow, you're... It's an honor, sir.
Hold on. You can tell it's me? Wow. That's impressive.
Now, you don't need super eyes when you have super ears.
Good thing to quickly talk about. So we have all our senses, right? One is actually taken away, like Daredevil. Your potential senses on the other ones that are still intact are a little bit more heightened, and you're able to focus on them a little bit more.
I just have one question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
All right. So, what happens if, I don't know, I do this?
Oh! That is a significant amount of blood to come from somebody's ear. So what happened? Compressive forces, basically massive amount of trauma to the eardrums, rupture the eardrums. The eardrums have blood vessels, so you will start bleeding.
And now you're just another useless blind guy.
What could potentially happen now is permanent hearing loss, or it actually can go back to normal. You can actually have the eardrum heal, and most of the time they heal on their own, and your hearing goes back to normal. Holy cow! Okay, the boys, these clips are quite impressive and intense, okay? A lot of trauma, a lot of damage, a lot of injuries. If you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out this playlist right here and binge watch everything. And as always, do me a favor, please subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.